everybody, welcome back to today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. So guys, this is going to be a very casual get ready with me kind of a thing because I have a wedding to go to and I know for a fact that I won't have time to make my hair, and I know I'm not going to go all out with my jewelry, so I'm going to compensate by slapping on a lot of makeup, and I hope you guys enjoy watching me do that. So let's get started. When I'm getting ready to actually go somewhere, attend an event, I don't experiment with my makeup, so I tend to stick to things that I know for a fact work. So I've already moisturized my skin using Cetaphil. You guys know I love that moisturizer. And now I'm going to go ahead with priming my face, and for that I'm going to use the Body Shop Vitamin C Skin Reviver Instant Smoother. Now this is supposed to be for dull, tired and grumpy skin. You get 30 ml of product in this. Now they don't exactly market this as a primer. They market this more of a skincare, but they tell you that you're supposed to wear this under makeup. And that's what I use this for, and I think it does an absolutely amazing job. I believe it's very important to understand what products want to do for your skin. So for example, this primer that I'm using right now, I know for a fact that it doesn't help my foundation last any longer, but it does definitely give my face a smoother appearance after I apply foundation. The reason I'm not using a primer that helps my foundation last longer is because the foundation that I'm using today, I know for a fact works really well on me even when I'm not priming. So that is not my concern today. I just want this primer to sort of give my skin a smoother appearance, and that's what I'm after. Okay, the foundation that I'm going to be using with this primer is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. The shade I'm going to use today is Punjab. This is one of the most beautiful foundations I have ever tried. It is one of my top favorite foundations. Most of the foundations that I will feature on my channel will be foundations that I know and love, unless I specifically mention that I'm doing a try-on or something. This foundation, guys, is just divine. It is extremely long-lasting. The coverage on this is phenomenal. It stays put. It doesn't crease easily. And even though it's really high coverage, it doesn't feel like it's sitting on your skin. It doesn't look extremely cakey, and I just love that. So because this foundation works so well for me, this is the foundation I'm going to be using today. So I've taken about 2 pumps, and as you can see, it's a thick foundation, like it's not watery or runny. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dot this on my face first, and then I'm going to bounce it into my skin with my damp Beautify by Amna foundation blender. Again, just pressing the product into my skin. I'm not rubbing or tugging at this. Now, although this foundation is long wearing, which means after a certain point it will set on your face, in my experience I've noticed you get more playtime with this. So you can sort of take your time and really blend this into your skin. Okay guys, so the first layer of foundation is on, and yes, I'm looking very ghostly right now, but we're going to correct that with bronzer and everything else. Right now my aim is to get my skin looking right. The next product I'm going to use is Makeup Revolution Liquid Highlighter. Oh my god, are you sick of this yet? But it's just a product that works, and I like sticking to what works. So I'm just going to dot this on my cheeks. That is way too much, so I'm going to take some from this side and use it on the other side. And I'm just using my fingers to sort of press this into my skin. I made sure I'm doing this before I powdered because I want this cream highlighter to sort of gel well with my cream foundation, and I am applying this just on the high points of my face, so nowhere else. Okay, so once the highlighter is on, I'm going to move into concealer, and today I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. The shade I have is medium, but the shade I want to get is medium honey, so I'm just going to wait till I finish this this tube, and then I'm going to move on to medium honey because I know that's going to work better for my skin tone, and it's a shade that has launched fairly recently, so it wasn't in their initial collection, which is when I got the concealer. Now this concealer, you guys, is a game changer. So if you are on Instagram and you like makeup pages, or if you follow any other makeup artists, or if you follow me on Instagram, you guys would know how just what a revolutionary product this has been, honestly. I don't have to use very much of this, and why I love using this so much is when I'm using this I can kind of get away without color correction just because this concealer is so gorgeously pigmented. One thing you have to be careful about is I've noticed when I don't color correct underneath this concealer in flash photography, my dark circles kind of show through. So that is just something to keep in mind when you're doing your makeup. Can you see the difference that makes? This is a beautiful product. You guys need to have this in your collection. Okay, you guys, now that this is done, I'm quickly going to set this concealer with my trusty Coty Airspun, and I'm going to do that with my Damp Beautify by Amna foundation blender. If you guys use a damp blender to set your makeup, trust me, the powder is going to look a lot more natural, if that's even possible. Another reason I'm applying this is because I needed to catch any fallout from the eye makeup that I'm about to do. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to move on to my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in medium tan. You guys know this is a product I use to sort of bronze myself up just a little bit. It's a very natural color on me, and I absolutely love this product. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a blush, and I'm going to use the Milani Powder Blush in Warm Petals 03. Now this is a product I don't use a lot of because of the color, but today it's going to go perfectly with the lipstick I have in mind. So I'm just going to apply this. So I'm going to apply this a little higher than where I applied the bronzer. So if I applied the bronzer like in this region, I'm going to take this a little bit higher than that. And I'm not going to bring it onto the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to keep it just slightly behind the apples of my cheeks. So like not over here directly, but just behind that. Just taking whatever's left on my brush around my face. Okay guys, so we're now moving on to eyes, and I already did my brows off camera using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. And for my eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Tarteist Pro palette. This palette has so many matte neutral shades. I believe it's a must in everyone's makeup kit. So I'm going to do something very simple in the crease, but I'm going to do something really dark on the lid. So first of all, I'm going to go into a brown orangey color. All these colors are going to be matte, the ones that I'm applying right now. And I'm going to take that into my crease and a little bit above, and just blend it upwards and outwards. Once that eyeshadow is on, I'm going to move into more chocolatey brown. So I'm going to use the color Edgy from this palette, and I'm going to focus this more towards the outer third of the eye and lower into my crease. And once that is done, I'm going to move into the third color, which is called Smoked, which is an even darker brown. It's a very cool tone brown, mind you. And I'm going to take that just in the outer corner of my eye. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to move into this beautiful Sephora glitter eyeshadow. This is called Brown Diamonds. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to use this all over my lid. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Makeover eyeshadow. It's actually an eye pigment. They're called Star Powders. This is the shade 12 Night Clubbing. It's a gorgeous black color with a hint of gold. This is very inexpensive, by the way, so you guys should definitely check it out, and you get so much product, it will last you forever. And I'm just going to take this on my finger, and you can expect a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow, just by the way. Okay, now that this is what my eyes are looking like, I'm going to take the same chocolate brown color, and I'm going to apply it into my crease, just to make sure that everything is very soft and blended. This is honestly like the easiest smoky eye. And then I'm going to take the orangey brown that I applied right at the start, and I'm going to take that a little bit above my crease to bring back some of that warmth that I may have lost. Okay, so now I'm taking deepest brown color and just running that along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to move on to the orangey brown and take that more on the center of my lower lash line. So keeping the darkest color focused on the outer third, and then the warm orangey brown right under my eyeball. Then I'm going to take a shimmery color from this palette, which is called Glam, and I'm going to take this on my pencil brush, and I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone and use a little bit on my inner corner as well. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to do something a little bit different for this look, and I took a red lip pencil. I don't know what brand this is, but the shade is 316 Voltage Rouge. Sorry. And I took this along my waterline, so this is not for everyone, so you guys can just stick to a kajal or like a chocolate brown pencil, but I really wanted to do something different for a change. So this is what I did. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm going to dust off this powder from my face. I'm going to use a stippling brush to dust it off. Okay guys, I found a few more things I want to add to my cheeks. So the first one is a DMGM blush. This is called Luminous Touch Cheek Blush. The color is beige pink. And I know this is very pigmented, so I'm just tapping off most of it. And then just taking it on my cheeks. I'm going to take my MAC Global Glow Mineralize Skinfinish. And I'm also going to run this pretty much over my cheeks, my forehead, just for that bronzy glow. And just sort of tie everything together. Okay, so now we're going to move on to lipstick. I'm going to be using Anastasia's liquid lipstick in Ashton. This is a beautiful color, and I think it's going to go really well with my blush and the rest of my makeup. Okay, you guys, that is the lip color on. I'm just going to give it a second to dry, and then I might go over it with the Balm creamy lip stain in the shade. Where is the shade? What? Where is the shade? I do not know what shade this is. And it says this is a lipstick, but honestly it's just a more long-wearing gloss. Okay guys, I don't want to highlight my cheeks, and for that I'm going to use my brushes. You guys, when I saw this palette for the first time, it was Tujhe dekha to ye jana sanam. Love at first sight. So I'm going to use the golden shade. I'm going to use this on my Spotlight Duster brush from Sigma. Just a little bit of that. This is very pigmented and very glittery pigmented, if I'm being honest. And just run that along. So I gotta get my hair out of the way so you can see. Okay guys, one last touch to my eyes. I've decided I'm not going to apply falsies. I'm just going to apply 2-3 coats of mascara. But I'm going to do that trick that I've been doing a lot, which is applying a matte black eyeshadow and using that as eyeliner. So I'm just going to use, you can use any matte black that you have, and I'm just using it very closely along the lash line. Okay you guys, so this is the finished look, and I'm loving how it came out. Believe it or not, the thing I love the most is the red lip pencil I applied in my waterline, because my dress is beige and golden, and I'm going to take like a maroon red velvet shawl with it. So I wanted there to be a touch of something red on my face. And I thought a red lip color might be a little too much. I'm not feeling the reds these days, so I just wanted to add a touch of red in my waterline. It's subtle, but it's impactful at the same time. So anyways guys, let me know what you think of this, and if you want me to do more get ready with me's, I would be happy to. And this was actually a lot of fun. I'm going to go get ready for the event now, so I will see you all very soon.